me being an actor, your whole journey is a risk. No matter how many movies you've done, you still have to go audition, you still got to prove yourself. You're constantly having to show that you're worthy of your talent until you get to that Will Smith, A-list, Jamie Foxx level, when things start to change. I was actually a struggling actor at the time, getting small parts here and there, not working, doing a telemarketing job. And the company, Tommy Hilfiger, who was the biggest designer in the world at the time, someone from his company saw me on a TV show. I had a small part. They called me in for a casting. 6, 7 callbacks later, I ended up looking on Tommy Hilfiger, my first campaign. That first year, I won 5 fashion awards, which is unheard of. It's a worldwide campaign at billboards, London, Asia, States, everywhere. I won 5 fashion awards, and my campaign takes off so big. He ends up signing me for 6 years, and I end up being the face of Tommy. So that's how I broke into modeling. Modeling was nothing I was trying to do. It just fell into my lap. Right place, right time. And it was God's gift. That's the blessing that He had for me at the time. I've always loved acting. When I was young, I was always walking around playing different characters. But I think once I graduated high school, I realized that I could really do it, so I started auditioning right out of high school. I took a little bit of classes when I was young, but acting is something that when I was young, I would watch TV, I'd watch The Cosby Show, I'd watch A Different World, and I would study that. And I'd be like, that's what I want to do, and it's so crazy now because Kadeem Hardison, I used to watch him as Dwayne Wayne. He was on the previous show, and now I work with him. You know, I've done Cold Case with him. I did another movie with him. So it's very ironic for me when I was in, like, as a kid, when I was in elementary, high school, junior high. A lot of the people I used to watch, I'm now working with, you know. So it's really cool. To my credits, I've done over 60 films, over 50 television shows, 15 pilots, being at least 7 or 8 hosting shows. But I would say everything that I've done, the thing that I'm most proud of is a movie called Anchor Baby. I shot Anchor Baby 2 years ago. It was in all the festivals last year, year before. And we played at Cannes. We were at Toronto. We actually had our premiere at the big AMC downtown Toronto. And the thing that I'm most proud of is Anchor Baby was a role where I had to go deep. I gained 20 pounds. I grew out facial hair. I grew an afro. I've always played either the boyfriend, the thug, or the athlete. So for me to have a Nigerian accent, go outside of being a model. I remember the first time I talked to the director Alonzo, he said, when you come on screen, I don't want no one to know that SAM SARPONG is supermodel. He didn't believe I could pull off the role, so he didn't even want me to play the part. First he met with me about it, and he wasn't convinced. So what I did was one day, I called him on the phone, and I talked to him in a Nigerian accent, asking is Alonzo there. We talked for 15 minutes. He didn't know it was me. He was trying to, who is this? Who is playing games on my phone? Who is this? 15 minutes later, I said, Alonzo, you know who this is, man? I said, it's SAM SARPONG. Who? It's SAM SARPONG, Alonzo. You remember me? After that, it was gone. He gave me the part right there on the phone. He said, I'm flying you to Canada next month and you are going to do this movie. Before anything, I'm a fan. When movies come out, I'm a fan of the actor. I definitely go support films, and I see little things that I could take from everybody but make it sing. You know, that's the key. I think with acting is when you read a script, yeah, you're playing a character, but let's say the guy is charming. I gotta bring in a little swag that Sam has naturally to make him charming. If not, then I'm acting. You never want to be acting. You're playing a role, but at the end of the day, you take pieces from you or people that you know. It's just like me. I'm no gangster, but I grew up in a school where I would see gangsters, and I got inside their head and made me know what makes him think like this. How is he able to just snap instantly? Because Sam can't snap like that. For me, that's not realistic. But watching people asking questions, that's how acting does your homework. And that's what really helps you get deep within a role and become that character. You never want to play a character. You want to become that character.